Hello and welcome to Sportsweek. Coming up on today's show, an early contender for Goal of the Month at Tottenham, Winchester take on Horndean in the FA Vase Trophy, and Ross Perkins tries out walking football. 4 league wins in a row have pushed Basingstoke Town to the top of the Conference South. Jason Bristow's side welcomed Chelmsford City to the Soccer AM Stadium, and the away side haven't lost there since 2009. Elliot Buckley has the action.
Football Conference, who is here to present the Panorama Conference South September Manager of the Month.
Before the game started, manager of Basingstoke, Jason Bristow, and Basingstoke's top scorer, Chris Flood, picked up their Manager and Player of the Month awards respectively. This was a reward for their contribution to a fine start to the season. Chelmsford shaded the opening moments of the match and were very nearly 1-0 up when Joe Ward's ambitious attempt from outside the area whistled just over the bar. The deadlock was broken after 15 minutes when Jason Williams headed home for the away side, meeting a brilliant cross by Leon Redwood. This didn't dampen the spirits of the Basingstoke players, as they went very close to scoring straight after the first goal. The home side's efforts paid off when they got the equaliser in the 21st minute when Sean McCauley played an inviting ball forward to Lloyd Macklin, who finished it with a shot which was well placed into the bottom corner. This was his second goal of the season, having only started 2 games so far. Early in the second half, Jamie Brown brought down Chelmsford City's Michael Cheek in the penalty area after some busy movement. Lee Sawyer then stepped up and dispatched the penalty in fine style into the bottom corner. This was the first time that Basingstoke have conceded more than 1 at home all season. As the game was drawing to a close, Chris Flood tried his luck by putting the steel ball into the net, but the referee wasn't on the same wavelengths as the striker, and the game ended in a first defeat in 8 games for the home side. Elliot Buckley, Winchester News Online.
AFC Tottenham were looking to progress to the next round of the FA Trophy, where they faced Hereford United. The Stags were hoping to put an end to a run of inconsistent results, despite the visitors sitting in the division above. Rodri Cannon was at the Testwood Stadium.
Tottenham went into their FA Trophy clash with Hereford as underdogs, but they had the better of the opening exchanges. Carl O'Brien tested Luke Williams with a low drive early on. Hereford responded and took the lead against the run of play. Tottenham failed to cut out a dangerous Hereford attack, which allowed Belal Yafai to square the loose ball to Serge Diop, who tapped it into an empty net. Midway through the second half, Hereford made it 2. Tottenham keeper Steve Mothorpe spilt a cross he initially caught, and the powerful Diop scored his second from close range. Jubilation for the Bulls, but despair for Mothorpe. Tottenham got a goal back soon after, as Craig Feeney curled in a shot from 25 yards to give the hosts a fighting chance. The Stags had chances to draw themselves level late on. Joe Maxwell headed wide when he should have tested the keeper. While Craig Feeney went close in the dying seconds, as the game ended in defeat and disappointment for Steve Riley's men. Rodri Cannon, Winchester News Online.
Paul Masters has made a steady start to life as manager at Winchester City, going unbeaten in his first 2 games. The Citizens face fellow Wessex League Premier side Horndean FC in the FA Vase Trophy, and Mark Betts reports.
Winchester started well, with an early chance on goal from Newport signing Scott Sampson, heading the ball over the bar. Just 5 minutes later, Horndean's Mark Smith broke through the defence and chipped the ball over debut keeper Gareth Barford, making the score 1-0. Dominic Cope was lucky to go unnoticed by the ref as he dived into a tackle after a Winchester corner. Robert Pittman delivered a wonder strike from outside the box, but Barford was able to deny him. Zach Glasspool ran into the box, tempted the goal with a curving ball, putting it wide by just a few millimetres. Winchester's Chris Mason swung an arm towards Pittman, striking him in the throat. Once again, the ref took no action. 10 minutes into the second half, Horndeed's Gary Austin made a bold run from the halfway line, crossing the ball into the box, where Samson Smith's kick allowed Nathan Paxton to head the ball across the line. The ref finally took action and awarded Joe Wright a yellow card. Harry Potter was able to float a header into the far corner, out of the reach of the keeper, to make the final score 3-0. This result means that Winchester failed to progress to the next round of the Vase Trophy, but can turn their attention back to the Sidems Football League. Mark Betts, Winchester News Online.
Eastleigh have been flying high since their promotion to the Conference Premier, but it's another form of football which is drawing attention at the Silver Lake Stadium. The club has been hosting walking football sessions, which is revolutionising the beautiful game for over 50s. Ross Perkins went to give it a go.
Okay, John.
Over at Eastleigh Football Club, a new variation of football is taking place. Walking football is a sport for the over 50s where running is prohibited. Eastleigh Football Club has been running sessions for 2 months now, and after originally starting with 8 people turning up to sessions, there is now a membership of 30 people. In March, Hampshire will be hosting a walking football tournament across the county with a view to creating a competitive league.
We picked up the sport about just over a year ago. We had 1 club running, we've now got close to 20 clubs running. In that time we've developed the rules of the game, so we get people from Scotland coming to us, people from all over the UK. We're the only county to develop an actual way of awarding people who are running walking football clubs. Before it could just be somebody set up with their mates and put on a grassroots pitch. We're actually standardising it. We've got rules, we've got safety, we've got reward systems for them.
Winchester News Online was invited to take part in a training session, and ever the enthusiast, I was more than happy to give it a go. The extreme difficulty with walking football is in the title. The inability to run forces you to use the space more wisely and think about your passing. With the success of the Eastleigh walking football sessions, Eastleigh Borough Council has announced plans to set up more walking football clubs in the area. So why is it then that walking football is fast becoming popular?
It's an age group that's never been thought of before, and people are always going to be getting older, so as soon as they hit 35, they're playing veterans football, and then where do they go after that? Well, the next stage is walking football.
As far as I'm concerned, the social side is as important as the fitness side. There seems to be a void where people have left work for whatever reason, made redundant, illness, and they've lost the life skills. They've lost the life skills of going out. This is a bit of fun, chasing a bit of plastic all over the ground. It makes you feel like 25 again, doesn't it?
With more walking football clubs in the offing, the future looks bright for a unique take on the world's most popular sport. Ross Perkins, Winchester News Online, Eastleigh.
That's all from sports this week, but for more award-winning news, sports and features, head over to winol.co.uk. Goodbye.